This is Low Tier God. For over a decade, he built an online persona flaunting designer clothes and expensive chains, acting like he had it all figured out. But in reality, he was over $120,000 in debt and had never even once met his 10-year-old daughter. My name's Ryan, and we're gonna find out how Low Tier God destroyed his own career, starting with the match that made him internet famous for all of the wrong reasons. Dale Wilson was a nobody in 2014, just another Street Fighter streamer uploading videos where he played low-tier characters nobody else used.
Come on, man. So much work. Fight.
That's how he got the name Low Tier God, but people weren't watching for his skill, they were watching for the rage.
What's up with the DPs in neutral that ain't EX?
And besides the streams, Dale is also known for his toxic behavior and using racist language. Late 2013, Dale uploaded a video going after YouTuber Boogie2988.
I'm tired of this fat popping up in all my fucking search engines when I'm looking for a fucking workout video.
And body shaming Boogie.
Fat, fucking disgusting, ass-smelling, non-vegetable eating, cook on a George Foreman grill just to drink out the drip tray, wine load.
The video blew up for all of the wrong reasons, getting a lot of criticism, and it showed everyone exactly who Dale was, someone who'd say anything for attention. His formula was simple: lose a match, blame everyone else, insult the winner, and then repeat. That worked for a while until one player decided to actually call his bluff. For months, Dale had been running his mouth about a player named Viscant, talking trash on stream and over Xbox Live.
So I went on Twitter, called this guy out, called him a has-been, called him a rape face, Charles Manson, anything you could think of. This dude looks like a fucking zombie out of The Walking Dead.
The problem was that when they actually played casual sets, Dale was losing most of them.
He's been disrespecting me for a while. I already beat him. I beat him 20-6.
So Dale did what Dale does and escalated the situation by making a whole YouTube video using Viscant as an example of why fighting game players are single.
You forgot to shower, you forgot to eat, you even forget to take a piss. Keeping up with those habits continuously will have you looking like this guy.
Taking personal shots at him as a person rather than just a player. Viscant saw it, and unlike most people Dale went after, he actually responded by calling Dale out and challenging him to a Street Fighter money match.
It goes back further than that. He's been disrespecting me for a while. He keeps using my name and then he keeps ducking me. I mean, if you're gonna talk shit, then don't duck. If you're gonna talk, then back it up. If you're gonna be a bitch, then run like a bitch.
And Dale accepted the challenge. Viscant was a former EVO champion, and Dale had spent months building this Chad low-tier god persona, claiming he'd take Viscant's money and donate it just to prove he wasn't broke.
I'm gonna donate it to Super Arcade. I don't even want the money. Apparently everybody online thinks I'm a broke fuck, which I'm not.
The game went exactly like you would expect for someone who had previously beaten low-tier god 20-6, as Viscant won 10-6. But Viscant wasn't done humiliating Dale yet, as he threw another legendary insult.
And you're gonna wanna come back at me. And you're gonna wanna wash the taste of my dick out of your mouth.
Which all fighting gamers now know by heart. Viscant even called Low Tier God the Black DSP, comparing Dale to another infamous rage quitter who blamed controllers, lag, and stream snipers for everything except his own lack of skill.
Even though Viscant said all this shit, he's a decent player. Simple as that. I'm not gonna come in here and completely bash him. I've done enough of that on Twitter.
But Dale's responses was pure excuses, blaming Viscant's character choice.
Characters simply are for idiots with low IQ. So that's exactly what it is. What? Keep talking behind the mic.
In the end, the match went viral online with over 600,000 views on that episode, and it made Dale internet famous for being a sore loser, but what he did next would transform him from funny rage gamer into something much darker. By 2017, Dale was regularly losing to better players and also recording meltdowns for the internet to enjoy, but one opponent stood out from all of the rest. Broly Legs was a globally top-ranked Chun-Li player who competed at the highest levels of Street Fighter, and what made him special was the fact that he played using only his mouth due to a severe muscular disability. Before the match even started, Dale crossed a line nobody expected. He compared Broly Legs to Krang, the brain character from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, mocking his disability.
Find a good price for these hats. I gotta face this fucking Krang motherfucker.
And the match went exactly how you'd expect when a mid-tier rage streamer faces a globally ranked competitor. Dale lost, and as usual, he rage quit and continued hurling insults instead of showing any respect.
I'm good, dude. I can't accept losses where I bodied you and you just get some fake shit on me.
Burly Leg's response was something Dale did not deserve. He tweeted a screenshot of the rage quit and offered if LTG wants to level up his game, he can be tutored by me personally. And Dale's reply is exactly what you'd expect from him.
I don't give a what that ugly ass slobbering half of a man is saying. I'm not gonna do anything to give that ugly, worthless specimen anything to gain any type of notoriety to his pity name.
The fighting game community was disgusted with comments like, LTG's ego is so fragile, I'm surprised that he doesn't need to wrap it in Kevlar before he leaves his house on a windy day so that a passing breeze doesn't give it lacerations. But Dale didn't care because the outrage brought him more attention, and attention meant views. Dale's cruelty toward Broly Legs showed his character at its worst. But his next viral moment would turn him into an internet-wide meme. April 2020, and Dale was streaming Super Smash Bros. When a dedicated troll named Flute kept rejoining his Twitch chat after repeated bans.
And you're one of the most well-known faggots that keep coming in every stream after you get banned thousands of times to suck my virtual dick every stream.
Most streamers would have just put chat into sub-only mode or ignored it, but not Dale. He snapped mid-stream and unleashed a full minute of unfiltered rage.
You're forced to suck a dick. You're forced to get pounded in your virtual ass. Then I bust matrix juice all down your throat till you choke.
As well as pointing out how meaningless his hater's existence is in Dale's eyes.
Your life literally is as valuable as a summer ant. I'm just gonna stump you, you're gonna keep coming back, I'm gonna seal up all my cracks, you're gonna keep coming back. Why? Because you keep smelling the syrup, you worthless bitch-ass nigga.
But he didn't stop there, as the rant escalated into a real threat.
You should kill yourself now and give somebody else a piece of that oxygen and ozone layer that's covered up so that we can breathe inside this blue trapped bubble. Because what are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself. I mean that with 100%, with 1000%.
Which then became an instant meme across the internet. The clip was screen recorded and shared across every platform imaginable, racking up hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube within days. People were enjoying his rant with comments like, it's like watching the Mona Lisa being painted, and my therapist when my credit card declines. This rant proved Dale would say anything for attention, knowing views mean money, but his next target would show he had zero boundaries when it came to hate speech. Later in 2020, Dale faced off against Zero Blast, a trans content creator named Sarah in Street Fighter. Like most of his matches against anyone with actual skill, he lost. But this time, Dale unleashed a transphobic rant unlike any of his other past insults.
Life, get your dick split like a fucking hot dog, let him tuck it in, make a pussy and a clitoris out of your dick, scary ass motherfucker. While you sitting here playing Street Fighter, bitch, playing that shit 24/7. Really be about that life and really get your dick split and turned into a vagina.
Zero Blast wasn't having it, saying, I have high tolerance for a lot of stuff. I know LTG talks a lot of stuff and doesn't mean it sometimes, but dude, you got kids watching your stream. This is what you're teaching them. But Low Tier God didn't let it slide, as he unearthed old content from Zero Blast showing her using the N-word. As a result, both players have been banned from all events indefinitely after derogatory comments made by the two surfaced online, including Community Effort Orland in December and the Evolution World Championships in July and August that year. In 2021, Zero Blast appealed her ban and issued a public apology saying, I'm sorry this was brought up to you if you are supporting me. I would also like to apologize to the black community for casually throwing racial slurs around. If this made you feel differently about me, I am sorry. And Capcom unbanned her, as the company believes she has since shown remorse for their inappropriate behavior, but Dale still permanently banned to this day. It may be that LTG has a long history of being incredibly offensive and insensitive to other players. As someone who has several bans in the major fighting game scene, it doesn't sound like he feels remorse for what he has said over the last year, and thus did not warrant an unban. The ban meant Dale was out of all of the Capcom and EVO events forever, effectively blacklisted from most fighting game community tournaments. Being permanently banned from competitive play would have ended most gaming careers right there, but Dale had already found a new way to destroy people, and this time it was personal. In 2019, YouTuber June the King released a 28-minute documentary titled Low Tier God Story that broke down Dale's controversies using only publicly available clips from his own streams. And the video gained so much popularity among the gaming community, amassing over 3.5 million views since it was published, which eventually caught LTG's attention. But Dale responded with war as he immediately started ranting about June on stream.
Win or lose, I win. Niggas are riding my black peanut butter complexion cock.
As well as leaving a salty comment on June's video. I rise and still rise. Get the F off my D, running ads on my stolen content. Don't make me flag you, bitch boy. But that's not the only surprise LTG left for June, one he only found out one day after that comment.
Bam! Video unavailable. This video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by this video as defamation of character.
June also showed an email from Low Tier God threatening him with serious action, finally acting like an adult for once.
I'll be sure to file a court order against you. To use me, my likeness, likeliness, or anything about me on your videos, and I will be taking legal action.
As well as bringing the whole beef to his livestream.
You have until literally Monday morning to send me another email letting me know that you're gonna remove that video, or else I'm filing that lawsuit.
Initially, the video was taken down by a third party, but after 2 weeks, it was back up after June filed a counterclaim. But the important thing to consider is when you file a counterclaim on YouTube, the platform asks for the channel owner's full legal name, physical mailing address, email, and phone number for legal actions. But instead of filing a civil suit like he said earlier, LTG used the information for doxing.
He's using the copyright system, right? YouTube's copyright system to get my information and harass me.
And started harassing June online.
I was getting harassed by his moderators, people who he associates with. He gave them my information, right, in order for me to be harassed.
LTG even streamed for 3 hours straight just to expose June's personal information.
He was doxing my personal information through his chat. You know, he made another account named June the King's Info, and it was continually throughout the night giving all my personal information.
And giving his fans everything they need to attack June.
In front of 421 people, my name, my address, my email for some fucking reason, and my phone number.
This stream eventually caught the attention of another huge YouTuber.
It's exhausting for this to happen to you, and it's really exhausting to see this happen to other people, which we'll get to later in the video. So after that stream, things mostly died down. Mostly because I'm pretty sure Low Tier God knew that Keemstar was watching, right? His team was on him, and if he tried to release any information like that again, then, you know, they'd be on him.
Which was great news for June. And again, the drama created a perfect moment for people to mock Low Tier God with sarcasm, with comments saying, imagine being so obsessed with someone you harp on about them for 2 years straight. I cannot imagine the dedication. He forgets one thing. In order to be defamed, you need to have a good reputation in the first place. Beyond the doxing incidents, Dale made repeated detailed threats on stream about what he'd do if he encountered June in person.
Somebody like him would run from me in person, and he wouldn't be able to run from me because I would catch his pipsqueak, choke him out till he begged me for life.
And the threats got worse, escalating into disturbing detail, sounding more and more like sexual assault and necrophilia.
Then Rox is gonna slide his drawers off, start forcefully jacking them off. He's gonna have no choice but to like it, and the nigga's actually gonna die from choking on ejaculation from Rox. That's what the fuck's gonna happen. Necrophilia, baby.
Which was so concerning, viewers couldn't help but leave negative comments about his rant, with people saying things like, what the F am I listening to? I don't know who this dude is, but he is pretty good at describing gay sex, like suspiciously good. I've never heard somebody say the word necrophilia so confidently with so much pride before. Top tier psychopath. However, June wasn't the only one who got doxed by LTG, as June pointed out in another video.
And these people are Trevor Belmont, Vault Rep, and Yoetzel. So these are the 3 other people that Low Tier God doxed after me.
But after all of the doxing and threatening LTG did, he actually never followed through with his actions. As one Reddit user pointed out, Dale is a classic case get big and intimidate in crowds and to those he perceived weaker. He tried it with that one nerdy dude back in the day and dude smoked him in their set. You know why? Cause Dale has the mental fortitude of a 3-year-old. Dale's 2-year doxing campaign against June proved he'd use any means possible to destroy critics. But in December 2022, his habit of breaking the rules finally caught up with him. During his YouTube streams, LTG would often browse videos from other websites to play them on the screen and talk about them to his chat members. However, he received a strike from YouTube for allegedly displaying strong violence or nudity during one of these moments, and he was unable to upload new videos or do live streaming for 7 days. Most creators would have just waited it out, but Dale tried to circumvent this by doing live streams on his subsidiary channel as well as uploading new videos there. During the live streams there, trolls pointed out to him that he was evading the YouTube suspension, but LTG brushed aside those comments. As a result, YouTube officially terminated his account for evading the suspension. Both his second channel and his main YouTube channel, with over 165,000 subscribers at the time, were terminated. The ban hit Dale harder than any fighting game loss ever could. He publicly begged YouTube on Twitter, asking them to please forgive him and give him another chance. But YouTube never reversed the decision, and for the first time in years, Dale had to face reality without his main source of income. Losing YouTube should have been the wake-up call Dale needed, but what came next would reveal something far more disturbing. On February 10, 2024, YouTuber Shan Sung released a video titled Low Tier Groomer that compiled timeline evidence that alleged Low Tier God had groomed his ex-girlfriend Elena. For those who didn't know, there is another Shang Tsung video titled Proof Low Tier God is 39, which showed a legal document containing LTG's birth date, November 19, 1984, which means when they started dating in August 2014, Dale was 30 years old. But the problem is Elena was only 17 years old based on her Instagram post, and this created a 12-year age gap relationship that started when she was still either a minor or barely legal. The exact dating confirmation came from an accidentally unmuted mic during a stream during 2018, where Elena complained about Dale missing their 4-year anniversary as a couple. Shang Tsung's video connected these dots with timestamps, birth dates, and anniversary confirmations that made the timeline impossible to deny, and the video exploded across the gaming community in February 2024, hitting over 300,000 views to this day. And this didn't sit well with anyone, with people saying 12 years gap is mad crazy, WTF? Wait, LTG's a groomer? I thought he was just an asshole. Beyond Shang Tsung's video, there were years of archived clips from Dale's streams showing how he treated his ex throughout their relationship. One particular stream captured the dynamic perfectly in a video titled How Not to Treat Your Significant Other, featured Low Tier God. During the stream, Elena laughed while Dale was trying to tell a story, which triggered an escalating meltdown from LTG.
Get out of my fucking, get out the stream. You're gone. You're ruining the way I'm playing matches. You're ruining everything. You're ruining my mood. Exit the stream. I don't want you here no more. I don't want you here no more. You literally killed my entire vibe.
Then, LTG continued as he threatened her place on future streams.
Because I'm not gonna leave.
I don't want you on my motherfucking stream.
Okay.
For the millionth fucking time.
Are you going to physically remove me from the room?
Next stream, don't come up over this bitch. I'm dead serious.
You're going to have to physically
Don't come up out of here.
As a result, viewers were not agreeing with how he treated Elena, with comments saying he is right about not being 37. He's 3. There's no effing way a grown-ass man behaves like this. But this would still pale in comparison to what he did to his next victim. For over 12 years, Dale had projected an image of success to his viewers. Expensive chains, designer clothes, constantly bragging about being better than you, and living a lifestyle most of his haters could only dream about. But in July 2023, leaked financial and personal documents revealed a very different reality. Dale was over $120,000 in total debt, and the craziest thing is the $66,000 loan on a Dodge Charger, which makes viewers question his financial decisions, with some commenting the Dodge Charger is the wildest, probably the dumbest move he did. The persona versus reality gap was staggering, but the debt wasn't even the most damning part of the leak. On July July 11th, 2024, a Twitter user exposed that LTG has a 10-year-old daughter. The mother is Hispanic. In a series of tweets, he uploaded documents revealing that Dale has a 10-year-old daughter born around 2014, and he has to pay $748 monthly for child support. The mother's identity has been kept protected, but Dale's level of involvement as a father is publicly documented in the legal paperwork, which was zero. Dale only signed child support documents in 2023, a full decade after she was born, which started more outrage among the internet community. Various YouTubers created videos covering the drama, and everyone leaving negative comments about LTG, saying things like, "Dude can't buy condoms, guys, he's $121,000 in debt. Dude has a child, dude is a child." When someone confronted Dale about the daughter during a stream, his response was so shocking that it became another viral moment for all of the wrong reasons.
You were a product of casual sex, my nigga. Wait, hold on, you're pulling a gun on me? Absolutely, bruh. Get the f off my doorstep. I did not agree to have you. If it's a girl, did I stutter? Get off the doorstep. You are not one of my authentic children. Get out of here.
The fighting game community erupted immediately with a new nickname that stuck, Low Tier Dad. Everything Dale had built his brand on was exposed as a complete lie backed by debt and avoiding responsibility. The deadbeat father revelation should have been rock bottom for anyone with a shred of self-awareness, but Dale attempted one final comeback that would prove he learned absolutely nothing. In October 2025, YouTube unbanned his account after a 3-year appeal process, which Dale announced on his Twitter. After being wrongfully banned on YouTube on December 22, 2022 over something minor, I've officially been cleared to return. Unfortunately, everything is at zero. So he started appearing on high-profile podcasts like No Jumper, where he openly discussed his porn addiction. He also live-streamed with Aiden Ross, one of Twitch's most controversial personalities, and appeared on Gideon's channel with over 5 million subscribers, reaching audiences that had never heard of him before. In 2024, he was even invited to present at the Streamer Awards, which seemed like a huge sign that the gaming community was willing to give him a second chance. Dale made public statements expressing support for the trans community.
You know what it should feel like when somebody wants to change their gender? It should be like you just woke up and smelled the air. Like, it should just be normal at this point.
And when Broly Legs passed away in 2024, Dale had a seemingly sincere reaction on stream acknowledging Broly's talent.
Yeah, unfortunately, Broly Legs has passed away. My condolences to him and his family. Regardless of what idiots on the internet try to believe, I did really respect the guy. You know what I'm saying?
And to many viewers, his redemption arc had finally began, with people saying, LTG has had the best character development of all time. For a brief moment, it looked like Dale had actually turned a corner and was becoming the person he should have been all along. But it didn't last long, because in December 21, 2025, Low Tier God got banned from Twitch for the 7th time. While the reason for Low Tier God's 7th Twitch ban has not been revealed, some viewers believe the action was taken against him due to alleged verbal threats he made. However, Dale's response to the ban showed exactly how much he'd changed over the years. He streamed on Kick the same day, treating his 7th platform suspension like it was just another Tuesday, and people immediately started calling out his statement, with viewers saying, "I'm still laughing at how he says he's doing so much better than his trolls, cause last time I checked, this effer is 121k deep in debt and owes child support." As of January 2026, Dale maintains a modest audience on YouTube and Kick, but most of his audience consists of trolls seeking rage content and observers documenting his controversies for clout. His YouTube channel has nearly 15,000 subscribers, and he still uploads regularly, despite averaging only a couple thousand views per video. His Kick account is slightly better with nearly 40,000 followers, but the average view count is also low, with most streams having around 3,000 views. Although Low Tier God's career has faced countless setbacks and is at a lower point than before, it's refreshing to see a chapter where he's not making headlines for a controversy, but for something closer to redemption. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like these next ones as well, and don't forget to subscribe.